Hey, Pats Nation. I know a lot of us are kind of disappointed in where we are right now. TB went to TB. We kind of knew that was coming, but it's still easy to have that get you run down. A lot of us are inside our houses dealing with COVID-19, and you're wondering, what comes next. Let me tell you a story. I had the pleasure of being at Super Bowl 51, and the Patriots were down 28-9. I know everybody talks about 28-3. 28-3 wasn't the worst point of that game. It was 28-9. They kicked the point after, and it doinks right off the uprights. And I had this flashback to the AFC Championship game the season before, in which that doink off the uprights really killed the game. And just we're all deflated. And at that moment, where the whole stadium just sort of goes quiet, at least the Pats fans in the stadium. And we're sitting, I think, on about the 20-yard line. And we're in a section of Pats fans. We're right on the aisle. Pats fans to our left is section, Pats fans to our right. The Falcons get the ball. They're right in front of us. What's our job? We're supposed to stand up and be screaming, be participating, be a part of this moment. What really happens? Everybody's sitting down because it's 28-9. You're down 19 points. That means 2 touchdowns with 2 two-point conversions and a field goal. Technically, that's a 3-score game, but I've never really liked calling it a 3-score game or a 2-score game when one of those scores is really 2 scores. So it's really a 5-score game at this point, just 3 possessions. And we got our kids with us. Our daughter had been really sick the day before, so the energy just wipes her out. So my wife's sitting with her, put her arms around her. My son's next to me, and he's sort of close to tears, like, what's he going to do? Because my kids really haven't known a lot of bad times as Patriots fans. And I turned to my son and I said, look, you've got to have 2 minds right now. In one mind, you can see the future, and this bad story that you're seeing playing out just plays out. Right? The Patriots are going to lose. Accept it. Get over it. Doesn't really matter. We're going to be sad because we traveled all this way. We're here in Houston, and people are going to make fun, but that's just what sports is about. I mean, we make fun of Jets fans all the time, so people are going to make fun of us when bad things happen to our team. Said, or the Patriots are going to come back from this one. In Julian Edelman's language, it's going to be one heck of a story. And so I said to him, I said, look, you can live in that world where they're going to win, and you get really excited. And if they lose, guess what? We just collapse that world. We go back to the other world. We've already processed the loss. We'll be fine. And he really liked that he could invest himself in the victory and in the success, even while surrounded by this disaster, but recognizing that some of that was out of his control. And so we got up on our feet. And you know how there's always that one guy in the stadium who's yelling at other fans who aren't loud enough? That was me. Right? Get on your effing feet. One more score. Guy next to me is like, we need 3 scores. And I said, to get to 3, you got to start counting with 1. Learned that from Nate Solder's dad one day. You always root for the next score. Even if you need more than 1, you just root for the next one. And so we got on our feet and we got loud, and the ball's right in front of us. One heck of a story. Dante Hightower at some point says, I wanted that ball, so I went and got it. Right? Do you want that ball? Because if you want that ball, you want to go get it. Means you got to get on your feet and stay home, but do your job. Because right now, this is our opportunity to look at the future, see the positive, and make it happen. Go Pats, flatten the curve, stay home.